Hi, and welcome to our wrap-up of Android development using C# and Visual Studio 2012. So what have we done in this course? We've taken a look at user interfaces, at activities, intents, and services. We've looked at working with data, both local and remote. We've worked with the file system, and we've worked with media, camera, audio, and video. We've launched emails, SMSs, we've talked on the phone, we've launched the browser, we've used maps, and we've seen how to interface with contacts. And we've used location services and found ourselves with the GPS. We've also drawn graphics, we've used background services, we've used networking tools, we've written for tablets, and finally, we've published our app with all of those great features in it. So why? Why did we do all of that? Well, the first and most obvious reason is that mobile is a rapidly growing market. The desktop is shrinking as people can replace desktop computers with tablets, and more people are using phones and tablets for their primary computing devices, and just in general, people are more connected with their devices than they are with desktop or laptop computers. Now we're working in Mono, which gives us a familiar environment. We get to use C# and Visual Studio, assuming that you come from a Visual Studio and C# background. But that's balanced by there are a lot of new and interesting technologies developing in mobile. It seems that just about every day something new comes up. And the techniques that are being used are all new. And more importantly, people have a lot of new and creative ideas for new applications and new systems, and that creates a lot of opportunities. Now in our next lesson, we're going to get to talk a little bit about me, but I'm going to jump ahead and do it a little bit anyway. I happen to live on a tropical island half of the year, and I got here by taking advantage of the opportunities that a software profession gave to me. You can work from just about anywhere in the world, and you can sell applications to anyone worldwide. It's really an amazing profession that way. You're not necessarily stuck in one place, and you can be extremely independent, and you can do so at a really young age because there really isn't a whole lot of investment in terms of dollars. It's really in terms of time and learning tools and learning technologies and having really good ideas. So that's really what I would encourage you to do. Mobile is a tremendous opportunity. It's one of those transition points that comes around in technology, actually fairly frequently as it turns out. But this is one of those transition points that a lot of opportunities are created. And this is an opportunity for us as developers to take advantage of that, to have a lifestyle that we would like. It also gives us not only an opportunity for a lifestyle, but it gives us the opportunity to work in really creative, neat technologies that are fun to work in and exciting to work in. And that's also the other great thing about the software development profession. If you get yourself in the right situation, you can do a lot of really interesting things and create a lot of interesting things. For me, that's the most important part of it. Yeah, it's great being on an island in February, but what I really like is that I can build things that are really neat and interesting and useful. And software development allows me to do that, and in particular, the mobile market lets me do that to a completely different level than I was able to do it in desktop and web programming. So really, my point in this wrap-up is to encourage you, whether it's for your regular job, if you have one, or if it's just for your own personal development, to go through, create your own applications, find an idea or develop your own idea and create it. You'll learn a ton of things on the way. Your initial application may not be the one that's successful. It may just be a tremendous learning tool for you to find out all of the things that you need to know to make your next application a success. Or it may just be a stepping stone to the next technology. But I really encourage you to spend some time working with this by yourself Step through as many samples as you can, but more importantly, create something yourself. It's one thing to follow someone else's path, but it's a completely different thing to follow your own.